Alright, welcome as we start another session. We are for the Radiant Citadels, the Shield Bearers. We are on the Adventure Gold for Fools and Princes. As we get, our group of Shield Bearers. You all were received a call, and you've heard from King Diara of Anissa, has heard about you guys and your exploits, and would hope in this message was they hope you can provide guidance to his directionless son, Prince Simbon. And you've got like an official letter decreeing who you are temporarily, the prince's like escorts. You're supposed to, when you arrive into the city, you're supposed to kind of hand that over, and then you're supposed to have an audience with the king and the prince and whatnot. So, before we arrive, though, let's go a little bit about our characters. Let's go. Instead of starting from the left, we will start with the right. We will start with a little intro. Tell us about Hidden Claw.
Hidden Claw has been mastering the arts of stealth and agility for his entire life as he travels the world. He felt, rather, he saw a prophecy of a great catastrophe, and he was drawn to the Radiant Citadel to try and seek the world to kind of avert it. And of course, he has thrown his lot in with this merry crew, and, you know, they do good every week.
Very nice. Very nice. And then let us go with Shankz.
Shankz is a level 7 Drakewarden. This is my Drakewarden companion, Skidmarks. He's a little bit of an alcoholic and he can't fly straight anymore, but other than that, I guess he's a good companion. Um, we're kind of like on the road of revenge. Ended up having my entire clan slaughtered by the main virulence, and we've been kind of after him ever since. Uh, Skid Marks is actually from the main Virulence's brood, but something happened during some wonky rituals, and now he's just kind of addicted to alcohol.
For skid marks. All right. Very nice. From skid marks to Mr. Nimbus.
uh, Flying down as the winds carry him. You see, it is I, Mr. Nimbus. Ha! And you see a sea elf that is buoyed by the airs as he floats and poses, striking a very gallant pose, looking amazing in his mithril armor. He says, "Ah, yes, we will do more good." As Mr. Nimbus continues to extend his influence across the lands the Radiant Citadel touches. Mechanically, Mr. Nimbus is a 5th level Storm Sorcerer, 2nd level Tempest Cleric. Aha!
Ah. And then as we go, Nimbus. The Brig.
Brig is looking particularly well oiled and muscular today. He's found that attending all of these festivals has made his instincts even sharper, and he's even faster than he used to be. All from having gone to festivals throughout, to these various civilizations. He's still a barbarian, but he's becoming more and more civilized. Maybe he'll get to put on a show today.
Yes, and of last but never least, Beth of the Bray.
Well, Beth Bray, excuse me, Beth Bray is a Arcana cleric of the Raven Queen. She's a Shatterkai elf, and out here in the midst of the ethereal plane, he used to have a nice little church and a wonderful little service. And this ex-girlfriend of mine decided she wanted to become a vampire and burn the church to the ground, kill a whole bunch of people. It wasn't very nice. But I've been enjoying these festivals and hunting undead, and I just found the most delicious vegan Mexican food booth at this festival. It was so good, y'all. Whatever, Mexican food is in real life. I just had like the best dinner.
Nice.
And I think Beth's looking to do some shopping. She feels like she could use, some more magic items to keep her powerful, and maybe Kelly needs to spend some of her TM service rewards. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know.
Of course, we can always give you ideas. There are bags of devouring. You can find. But beside that, as you arrive, you will shortly arrive at the city of Anissa. There are local crowds. They at a shaded square, listening to a fervent argument between two well-dressed human men wearing dark colors and gold jewelry. As I kind of put us together and transport us to. Oh no, not all. Oh no, there's okay. I'm just like, oh no, there's a hidden claw in the background, but that might be the older hidden claw, not the new and improved hidden claw. Okay. Here and all right, town. And I'll bring. You guys are at. Okay. Okay. And from that. Alright. Now. Let's see here. A locals crowd. Oh yeah, as you hear this argument of two well-dressed human men wearing dark colors and gold jewelry. This isn't your place, Prince Karina, one man shouts. Which is this guy that's shouting. And the person he's shouting at says, this isn't your city. The trapped minus my responsibility. As soon as the interest is cleared. And then, of course, one pipes in again. But these are my people. Oh, hold on. I messed it all up. But these are my people, Karinia. The other guy interrupts. I guess the other one was talking. Either way, I'm just clicking on random tokens. Okay. But these are my people, Karinia interrupts. I value the friendship of the Aurum Guild, and I stand with my friends in their time of need. But don't worry, Prince Simbin. We can find something safe for you to do while we bring our missing family home. As this drama unfold with the, you'll see, different kind of crowds of people, kind of around the area as you guys are arriving.
Pardon, my little princelings, do you require someone to work at a conflict resolution?
And then actually from that, as you speak to, says, yes, you all look like very good, handy, people at arms. Yes, I need to help my people in time of need. So if you are looking for help, then yes, I could always use the services of a group of morally ambiguous, violent prone mercenaries. Yes, you will be perfect for this.
Well, go ahead.
He's seen our resumes.
I don't know what you're talking about with being morally ambiguous. I am clearly true neutral.
I can say that you will never find a more ambiguous party.
And then, before, that this other prince, tries to, he's going to say something to you guys, but he seems kind of, like, meek, doesn't seem so sure of himself. But as you're looking, this probably is the prince that, you got the summons from the king to help his directionless son, because his kid's kind of like, he's going to say something, but, just doesn't have it in him to kind of fight back further. But however, before he can intrude on this drama alert, shouts ring out at the crowd's edge as these massive, glowing scorpions rush from a shadowed alley. Prince Karina draws a sword and will try to race forward, while Prince Simban just hesitates. And, as I start bringing out these scorpions, ka-chow. Then you know what? I think these guys are hidden, so if you guys can see them, I'm actually going to turn off the dynamic lighting because it's not going to serve a purpose. So now you can all see them, and since you all can see them, let us roll for initiative.
Critspiration!
Oh yeah, we're let's do the critspiration, and it's kind of, since we're going off that what's with the rule? Like, no one actually, is it only humans start with it, or humans only get it back on the start of a long rest?
Only humans.
I don't think we can do that part in AL. I mean, I guess, because you can award inspiration whenever you want.
That's true. But since we start with, we can.
We don't have any of them humans.
Yeah. Humans, Tui. Okay. But as that, let me get these bad boys into the group initiative. And hey, I think you guys will be okay. But as we start this, we start with Beth of the Bray.
Oh no, I wasn't ready. I actually just got a text from my boss that I have to go sub in a kindergarten class tomorrow.
Fun.
Something like that. I guess there's giant scorpion out here. I will firebolt it.
Alrighty. That is a hit. Ooh, that's a solid bolt of fire. Actually, hold on, let me see. The scorpion's got anything crazy? No.
And I will stay put back here. Which were either of the princes connected to the scorpions?
Question mark. Not sure. Like that they were having an argument, and then like these scorpions just kind of came out of nowhere.
Interesting. Okay.
You know what? Actually, since you are on that, go ahead and in your turn, give me a nature check. Okay, kind of interesting, unsure, but maybe something. But then as we go, anything else? Sorry, before I turn around over. Bet, you have anything else? Do you want to move? Or?
I'm gonna stay put back here.
All right, sounds good. All right, then we go to Nimbus.
It is I, Mr. Nimbus, as he zips up into the air approximately 30 feet. He goes out and goes, oh my, there's more over this building. And he will fire at the one that Beth fired at. 16!
It's a hit.
Or a big 8. Put that up on the board. End of Mr. Nimbus' turn.
Alrighty. Shankz.
And let's see. Yeah, plenty of distance. Okay. I am going to run forward a little bit, get into the tree line, and do a hunter's mark on that scorpion, and I'll fire 2 shots.
Both hits.
All right. All right. 2 hunter's mark and 1 infused strike. Hey, pretty decent.
Okay, how do you finish just... Oh, I'm assuming you're tagging this one, right?
Yeah. So it looks like it got softened up nice enough with like those 2 fire bolts. As it was shaking out the fire, I managed to land a couple shots like right into the maw of that thing.
Nice.
All right, and skid marks will run up and get over to there, fall over himself, and just kind of dodge.
Nice. Nope, anything else?
And a turn.
Sounds good. Alright. Hidden Claw.
Okay. Hidden Claw will quickly twirl his staff with a flourish, and in a puff of brimstone and light, all of a sudden draconic wings will sprout from his back. He will immediately leap into the air, going directly above the tree line. Landing on the other side to kind of pin this creature in. He'll go ahead and slam his staff down onto the creature's tail.
Nice. Yes.
I am going to expend a key to try and stun the creature.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, he resists the stun. That's okay. I will hit him again with the staff.
Ooh.
Inspiration. I guess I have a inspiration now.
Nice.
With a twirl, I'll kind of nod my friends over. Over here, my friends! And I'm done, sir.
Alright. Other scorpion. You know, it's gonna skitter. Let's see, 40 feet. Okay.
That song's super loud.
Yeah. Just a second. Okay. Probably that should be the more. Then 30. And then 40. And then actually, we'll just double move.
Mommy, what are you getting out of the fridge?
I'll just kind of end right behind skid marks, ready to strike.
What was it?
This other one, oh my gosh, you know, this other one holding on in his business. And then just gonna double move over here. The claw's ready for pinching. All right, Brig.
All right. Brig sees his princes being threatened, so will rage and charge forward. And will recklessly swing his great sword at this giant scorpion.
Yes. Yes.
2 big swings and a rage. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Bring in the pain. You know what? Yeah, they'll just. Yeah, they're just gonna kind of move there. End of turn. This one, oh, you know what? It's gonna try to get Hidden Claw. Can it make 3 attacks? Actually, yeah, we'll first try to claw on Hidden Claw. 15, and then we'll try again. Okay. Ooh, crit on Hidden Claw. And then you are grappled. It clicked. They all start clicking for critspiration for themselves. But then, as you're getting called Hidden Claw, here comes the stinger with advantage because you're. Oh wait, you're not. Well, you're just grappled. You're not. I think it's something else. Okay, then here comes this thing. No. Just kind of comes at, and that's a miss. But that's the end of the turn. Beth.
Dad, give it back.
Oh, and your turn. They do something. This one dodge. They both dodge, but this one tries to look more good with it. Okay, Beth.
Well, I don't like this. The scorpion is attacking these princes, so I'm going to firebolt it.
Okay. Just hits.
And I'll go ahead as a bonus action, put a spiritual weapon right behind that same scorpion.
Okay. 11 will miss.
Oh, clicked it twice. End of turn.
Nimbus.
All right. Well, Mr. Nimbus sees an excellent line. And he zips down and says, "Ha ha ha! You have fallen into my trap." But instead of doing a line down that way, he's actually going to he'll fly to there, and he's going to do a 30-foot cone. Let's see. Do we have cones in here?
We should. Yeah.
There we go. So he zips down the 30 feet to can I get all 3 of those from there?
Yeah.
Perfect. And what he does is he's going to upcast it, and he's also going to transmute it into lightning because that's funner. And he will say, "Ah, look, Mr. Nimbus controls the sky." And this damage isn't going to be right, but we'll fix it.
Sure.
So that is DC 16 con save. The damage is correct, but I'm going to spend another sorcery point in order to empower it, and I'm going to re-roll 3 of those.
Sounds good. We'll start with the one farther closer
And
to the.
I rolled, I guess I'll just add 5. So no,
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just add 5. So 23.
23. Okay. So we'll start at the scorpion over here. There's a con save. All right. Can't move. We'll start the one to the north. Thinking. Oh, and also can't move. And one on the bottom. Oh, okay. Look at wow. Oh wow. Let's see.
All right, and I'm an idiot for the whole reason why I transmuted it, but it's fine. I will remember next time because I'm less of an idiot. Bonus action. After I cast this spell, I will fly 10 feet away from them because I'm a storm sorcerer, not provoking. And then I will zip back 30 feet up into the air and go, "Ah ha ha! You have been shocked into place by Mr. Nimbus."
And how do you finish this? How does this one die? That one go?
Ooh, it's the exoskeleton lights up, and you just see the smoking husk drop to the ground.
Oh, Zippo's there, stuck in place. Let's do like a net. We'll do a net for the binding, for the binding of lightning. Then go to Shankz.
Right, Shank will start sneaking through the woods, and he'll get all the way to over there, and then pop out behind the tree and yell "ha-ha" as he shoots this one twice in the butt.
Okay.
22 and 17 should be good,
Yep, they're good.
and I'll infuse that for that.
All right, and and it shots to the butt. Is how you take them out.
Yep. And Skid Marks will turn around and he'll bite this one over here. It's just 0 movement, not restrained or anything, right?
Yeah, just 0
It is
movement.
just 0 movement.
All right, so here's the bite. Ooh, 16.
16's a hit.
For 9 piercing and 4 fire.
All right. Very cool. Anything else?
And a turn.
Nice. All right. Get to hit claw.
Hidden Claw will saunter on forward, putting his hands together and forming a couple of strange symbols. He will say, "You have offended the great powers of the dragon." And he will shoot not a lightning bolt, but he will shoot an ice bolt through those two guys. Let's see. Is this? Yes, it's supposed to be wisdom.
All right. You said a wisdom save? We'll start with the 1. To the north.
Oh, or no, I believe it's a dex save, but it's my wisdom DC.
Ah, fair. And it's a dex save. Okay. All right, so dex to the north. Dex to the south. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Another 8. No, yeah, they're getting beat up.
You know what? Let's try that again. We'll do the same thing.
Okay. All right. So to the north. Oh, and to the south. So it makes it so it takes half. Okay, both hanging on.
And bonus action, I will just slam a punch into this last one.
Okay. That'll actually miss.
Yep. And I am done, sir.
Alrighty. That one will sort of turn around in a last ditch effort. Try to give you the claw. No, and then yeah, it'll try to claw you again because it's nope, it can't get you, but it'll try to get you with the sting. Ooh, 19.
That is a hit.
All right, please give me a. Actually, no, I gotta roll the poison dice anyways. So that's 4d. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, so you'll just get half 19.
Okay, 9.
And as it starts cackling, it's like a little weak, a clack of its claws. Brig.
All right, Bray will look to these princes. Hide yourselves. This is no place for princes. I will back up 10 feet, and I will charge forward 30 feet towards this scorpion. and I will recklessly swing at it for 14.
Ooh, how do you finish this one off?
That's with a big, big swing. As I'm cleaving through it, I bring down the sword on the other scorpion.
All right. It's still going though, but yeah, it's very severe, very, very badly wounded.
All right, and I'll just keeping myself between the princes and the scorpion. I end my turn.
All right, and immediately following that, it's going to try to grapple you. Nope. Then try again with a 17. That'll hit. The bludgeoning, and then it'll come out with a sting.
Another hit.
And con save. Oh, hey, half a 19, or
I take the full poison since it's poison. Well,
Mhm.
half, but
Yeah, of course. All right. That's 6 seconds after that, Beth.
Lather, rinse, repeat. I'm gonna hit it. Firebolt and spiritual weapon.
All right. All right, and yes, just enough. How do you finish this one off?
I hit it right in one of the stingers with fire. And it goes up in flames.
Oh, nice. And afterwards, there is much rejoicing. But then, as you did notice, as you kept, guys, as a group, as you kept taking out the scorpions, like their bodies just kind of vanished. And at this point, I would say as a group, you can give me an Arcana or Religion check. Oh. Okay. Does anyone want to wanted to? You know what? Something's off. It just feels like a tip of your tongue, like something's going on. You know what? It kind of reminds you of if you've ever conjured animals before, but this seems different.
Perhaps one of you princelings who would want you killed, or at the very least, maimed.
And as you kind of, they say, well, we thank you. As the prince, as he begins to say something, the other one speaks up. Ah, of course. Well, I don't know what kind of foul deeds these creatures come and try to attack us, but know that I will get to the bottom of this. You have my word as Karina, Prince of Neba. And I will make sure that no more evil deeds happening. This must be related to the mine closing. And
Why has the mine closed?
and Prince Saban will kind of try to, it barely kind of interjects and says, my family's a couple dozen weeks ago where my family's mine closed, and we're trying to figure out who's gonna go there and try to get to the bottom of it. Although I don't have much, and then the other guy cuts in. That this prince only, enjoys the finer things in life. Doesn't know how to get down and dirty with the grit. Doesn't know what it takes to be a proper defender of the road. That's why I am going ahead. And as suddenly as I feel like another argument is gonna happen, you all approached. As coming from the crowd, as you see this young miner, and let's see, they got a. Trying to see if they're if I got a picture, but it is a young dwarf. Let's see. Wonder if I could just show this. Let me know if you could just see the picture.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Didn't wanna. And then just kind of comes from the back of the crowd, all kind of hurt and bleeding, and wow, there's
The other one didn't get up.
spider. But anyways, as this young miner will say, she's like, I need help. Says, the rest of my crew, including my mother, we were working at the new mine when it collapsed. These snarling 8-legged beasts appeared. My mom got attacked and dragged away. She helped me escape, but to go into detail, you guys can again do me give another Arcana nature. Probably could use inspiration for this one.
Yeah, I will use my inspiration. Hidden Claw.
Did we all start with inspiration?
What's up? Say it again.
Did we start with inspiration or?
I was just gonna say no, just because if we're doing inspiration on crits and one, if we're kind of doing the crits and ones, just to kind of see how that goes. But so okay, so Brig got it, and then Hidden Claw. All right, between Brig and Hidden Claw, that the sounds are like Avomoraxes that you've kind of read briefly on. It's a predator that eats precious metals, but it has thought to have been extinct.
Couldn't be. These things are supposed to be dead.
And then here's a picture of what they kind of look like.
How big are these things?
Well, I've heard tales they're kind of. Well, they're big enough for the size of a Shankz or a Shankz and a Skidmark size. Or actually, more Shankz. I think is Skidmark small or?
He's medium now.
Oh, he's big. Okay, yeah, no, it's like a. They're small size, so they're. I mean, they get pretty big.
My friends, I would say, despite their diminutive stature, they are in kind of like the Badger Wolverine family.
That probably means they're mean, right?
Oh, very mean. She goes. I was like, yes, they were very mean. As in, I think my mother and the rest of my crew are maybe all dead.
What is the quickest way down there?
And as they kind of as Awa finishes thinking, they start like pointing to a direction, and then you hear, "Oh, that's enough." As you hear
Motorcycle.
another person, the bard kind of arrives, kind of see. Oh. Wait. Okay. I'm guessing. Okay, so the person I handed this handout, Uzoma. Okay, so Uzoma, will come at is that's not the miner that comes out. The miner, I guess, is just a small person, just like a average, miner. But apologies for that kind of little rewind. It's kind of like a smaller kid is one who talks to you as Awa. This person will sort of come out being Uzoma, and looks kind of like a minor boss. Like she's got that cadence that like she's like in charge of the mine or something, or in charge of like quite a few crews. It says, "The crews at the entrance should have it cleared up and short of day's end, and we'll sort out who's in a rescue team. But for now," as Azuma starts to speak, Karina and Simban both step up, interrupting her to announce that they'll gladly take a place in the rescue party. Their followers begin arguing until Uzuma blows a piercing whistle. "If you want to help, start arguing and do what I need you to do. Prince Karina, you'll come to the Gold Warren with me. Prince Simban, go find out what could be waiting for us in the mine. These adventurers can go with you. Let's get this done." So as they kind of start to head out, the guy departs this corner. This part, there's no map for it, but it's, you guys can kind of, essentially you guys will be able to take a long rest. Yes, you did get conscripted. But hey, you came here to help the prince anyways, so but the Prince Sima escorts you to the Anissa Academy. It's like this, like 10-minute, it takes you about, less than half an hour walk through the city. It's kind of shy, but, tries to speak plainly. He kind of says, oh, he only hopes to gain the confidence to be a hero and to gain favor with the Aurum Guild. And, he seems, seems a little sad, like he's getting upstaged. It's kind of upsetting him. But anyways, as we kind of do, we'll fast forward in this part. You guys arrive at this campus. There's like lots of buildings. There's lots. It's like it's a university. You see students, what look like professors, and looks like priests are milling about through the buildings, and as the prince tries to talk to somebody, him trying to speak to them, trying to find the head priest, Keju. They sort of kind of brush him off. They kind of nod, and they kind of brush him off. And I'd like you guys to give me an insight check. Okay. You guys can kind of tell. You're not sure if he's just. Well, he seems kind of really kind of nervous, but it seems like all the. They kind of just kind of head and nod, So, they don't really seem to want to go out of their way to like immediately help him, and it's just kind of waiting, and you guys kind of feel like you might have to kind of take the reins and try to ask around and try to look for this head priest.
Well, all right, let us go and see if we can find some. Let's go to the bars. I'm sure that they know where in the taverns where the priests hang out.
Yeah, you guys
It's
can
like
give
campus,
me.
though?
Yeah, it's a campus. Oh, I'm sure there's there's little eateries and stuff, and you see a lot of you see little pockets where there's like groups of like students and looks like faculty members kind of hanging out in little clumps around this university. You guys can give me a persuasion check.
Ooh, I'd love to give you a persuasion check.
Yeah, critparation. Critparation.
The bad kind and then the good kind.
You know what they say, once you go gob.
Well, I would say yes. Nimbus and Shankz, you are able to talk to enough people, or maybe, they love skid marks. Skid marks. You find a couple of the students are around. Like this keg-like, object, and you see like skid marks kind of flying upside down, trying to drink from it.
Can Hidden Claw find like a rec room where like the students like might have a couch or something and he'll like sleep for an hour?
Yeah, sure. So you guys you'll be able to get a long rest. So.
Oh, okay.
But sure, yeah, you can easily just kind of just randomly disappear into find a couch and just kind of stretch out for a bit. But after just a little bit of time, you guys are able to you get pointed in the right direction to the High Priest Kedjo's private room on the top floor of the library. As you see, there's two guards. They kind of stand alert within, and you guys are kind of ushered in. And I believe I have a picture for the priest. That is the high priest. So you guys kind of walk in, and you guys will notice that they have the high priest has a wide assortment of just pages and books and stuff, and it's all like out in the open. And then as you all kind of enter, and then the high priest kind of goes, "Oh, how lovely! It's the prince finally here," and kind of respectfully kind of greets and says, and welcome. I am the High Prince Caduce," and he'll kind of respectfully greet each of you. And as this conversation goes on about the current events, the High Priest kind of, it kind of nods, but then as this conversation comes to these Aurum Voraxes, he just kind of is, pish posh, that's impossible. They've been long extinct from this region. And but he'll tell you, but if this common Minus says that's what they were, I guess they're gold-eating predator that once claimed all the mines of the Sensa Empire in their territory. But our great Emperor Kesa, a millennium ago, eradicated all the creatures from the Legion, and none have seen since. I'm sure it is something else the matter. It's just the common folk, easily spooked. I doubt there's even a real problem. I wonder if it's some kind of attempt. Just laziness. These miners don't want to work anymore.
The overseer seems somewhat concerned.
He says, but there's that. I'm concerned about these workers not working and helping bring prosperity to the empire. But I'm sure you all will get to the bottom of this issue. And as he's kind of talking and kind of mocking and being dismissive, you all notice. Who is actually proficient in Arcana or religion?
I am.
Okay. So, Beth, as you're looking, you kind of just, as this person's droning on and on, you're catching some details and notes spread around the room. You think you can, you might be able to like turn a page, but you feel like you gotta kind of try to, you gotta try to be a little sneaky about it, because as he's droning on, he just kind of, you can tell he's just kind of like watching each of you a little bit, but then kind of turning gaze. Like if you want to give me, if I want to look further, if I can get a sleight of hand check.
And I say a quick prayer to the Raven Queen to guidance myself without being noticed.
Is it just a somatic or?
No, I'm sure guidance has a whole bunch of components. It's verbal and semantic.
Okay, yeah. You feel like you might kind of say something if you're casting a spell kind of right in front of him, but hey,
That's okay.
You got the bat. You got the one paration.
I'm gonna use my one paration here, and still not that great a roll.
Okay, so as you start putting a note in, it's a page on what you can look at. It looks like some kind of conjuration magic. However, as you start to look more, and you gotta flip that page, the priest just kind of says like, and please, will you leave my materials alone? I have all kinds of papers and projects to approve. I have everything where it needs to be.
Oh, I'm sorry, my curiousness just got the best of me. So fascinating to see all these different magics and how different priests are putting them to use. Conjuration, eh? What all are people conjuring?
Well, of course it is faculties that they're trying to teach our youth how to control such things when they summon the companions from the Feywild or from the land to protect themselves or protect those of the proper nobility that they need to learn such things. Since I do not feel the need to discuss these what's going on with my projects with just a group of random people.
So much.
People hired by your king, right? Is it a king?
Yeah, you were hired by the king. Yeah.
Y'all seem really into like boosting the economy here with your church. Not so much about protecting the people. It's just really interesting, y'all. You don't think none of your students could get into conjuring these like gold-eating lizard things that the miners are all concerned about? Could that have been y'all?
If there was a monocle, it just kind of, it topped it flipped. His hair just like he had hair was in a nice bun, and it just kind of breaks, and the hair just kind of starts going everywhere. It's like I I believe, I am glad you all have opinions, but I, am sure if any students are found practicing profane magic or dabbling into things that can bring calamity to this, there'd be a swift punishment to them. But I have so much stuff to do. Since you do have the information, you could bring it back and hopefully do something helpful for our prince here. And just a bid you all good day. And then he'll summon his guards, and they kind of come out, and they're ready to escort you.
Prince, that was kind of an ass.
He goes, yes, he's had an ear to the family for a long time, so I'm not surprised he never got upset like that, but he adores my father, and so I'm sure he means well. He's just sometimes just a little rough around the edges.
Are you sure he adores your father and not just his money?
Well, I mean, I hope not. I mean, it's not like he'd try to do anything dangerous behind my father's back or anything. That's preposterous. That happens to other kingdoms. That doesn't happen here.
Oh, darling, I think evil people with evil intents happens everywhere. You should be careful.
He looks very perplexed. Like what? Says, oh well, I guess I have much to learn about the outside, but here, it's rough. But we always mean well for the family. But I guess we can. I guess we'll rest for the day, and then you can have. You get to sleep. My father has had some rooms for you all to rest, and then the next morning we will make way to the Goldwarden. Though he says, although I don't.
Hopefully we're not too late.
Says, well, it seemed like they were prepping. They were just going out there, so we'll be meeting with the others. So, yes, I hope you all get some, Well, let's go. I can show you, where everything goes.
Are you sure you don't want to just go out to the mine a day early? We could get a real nice early start in the morning. It'd be like a camping trip. That sounds fun, right?
I guess so. I mean, I have never. I've only ventured at went outside. I guess to camp only a few times when I was younger. So I guess it should be okay. My father hired you. It's not like anything bad will happen when we're in camp. Will it?
No, we'll go into town. We'll get some good camping gear, and maybe you can stay. We can all stay in a tent together and keep an eye out for you.
Oh, okay.
Right, this sounds fun, right, guys?
Sure.
I guess. What did you call fun?
Although, it's probably better not to be in the city. Seems like every city we walk into, somebody attacks us. Or some random strangers.
And we must avoid festivals.
We just had a festival, not but 10 days ago. So, I guess that's good.
Oh, we dodged that arrow, didn't we? Ha ha ha.
Phew.
I mean, there'll be celebration once, what the calamity that's going on at the Gold War, and if we can solve that, I guess we'd have a festival afterwards. That shouldn't be too bad, right?
We'll leave that one to you.
I know you guys have had fun at all these festivals. Right up until the fighting happens, they're just real pleasant.
Alright, and then as yeah, and as a party, you can actually accept the prince, because here's the token there already, and I will move you to the actual only map. Oh, and I forgot to clear initiative, so let me do that real quick. Actually, now is a good time. So I cleared to take a break because it's after 8, and it is
We're done.
time to put some kids to bed. So, all right, and I'll be back.